Okay, very good. Alrighty, I'm live on the red app, the purple app, and TikTok. Awesome. Let's get this show started. Let's see. Mic's on. Yes. Very good, very good. Okay, perfect. Everything is good. Alright, so let's see. Where do I want to start? One thing I did notice is that the colors are not as bright here inside this studio space. I did take this painting out briefly outside to take a photograph, and oh my god, the colors are so vibrant, and it's really kind of impressed upon me how I need to get different lighting, especially light bulbs that are rated 90 and above on the CRI, which is color rating index, because I'm pretty sure the lamps that I'm using, the ring lights, etc., their CRI is not 90. It might be causing the colors to read differently. Not only that, but I also get a lot of glare since I use acrylic paint, but yeah, I just gotta figure it out for now. Alright, so let's see. What do I want to do today? I can keep working on the sky and work my way down. Let's see. I could work my way down, or I could keep doing the horse. I think I'll go for the sky. I'm not a fan of clouds. I don't like painting them, so I guess that's what they say, right? Swallow the frog, right? Do the thing that you don't like first, and then everything else will be easier from then on. Alright, let's see. What do I have to do? I think I'll work with white and a little bit of this light blue. Where is it? Where's the camera? So this light blue drastically changed the kind of like profile of the sky. It's like cyan, and you really need this color in order to get like those nice, beautiful, vivid sky blues. So I'm glad I brought it out. Thank you for sharing. I also bought yesterday, I took a little trip to my local Blick store, and I got these two colors, and you can already tell, right? This one's like a, almost like a green brown grass, and this one's more like a, regular brown. So this is olive green and this is sap green, but these two colors are going to be fantastic for this part. I personally, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you should mix your own colors, but like sometimes you need the concentrated stuff, right? It really brings a lot of vibrancy if you use pure colors. If you mix your colors, that's great for learning color theory, but I feel like depending on the colors that you have at hand, it's going to be really hard to get some very, very vibrant greens and purples. Usually those kind of suffer. But yeah, these are going to be nice for this. And these are my very first heavy body paints. So this is what I have in store. This is the Studio Series from Utrecht. It's, I don't know if you can kind of see over here. It says medium body. but this one, right there. Can you see it? Yeah. Heavy body. So first time ever I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna make me so excited! Yay! By the way, the Blick had some amazing deals, like 75% off certain paints, and it was worth the trip. Ah, Black Friday deals. Okay, so yeah, see, this is like Liquitex's version of light blue, and it doesn't hold a candle to this tube over here. Like, you can tell. You see? This one's like way more like cyan, and this one is a little bit more pastel. So I was using this, but this really just gives it that nice punch. So right now what I'm laying down on my palette is those two blues I just showed you and just your regular titanium white. And I will use these three to create my clouds. Gotta give them a little stretch. Make sure they do not dry out. And I might even add a little bit of transparent medium just so that I can get some nice glazing done. Let me go grab some of that. This is gesso. Matte varnish. There we go. Matte medium. So you could always use water to dilute your paints, but if you use too much, you're going to break down the pigment. So a nice way to dilute without, making your paint crack is to use matte medium. So I'll be using this to thin out my paint so that I can get very nice transparent whites and blues for these super soft cloud transitions in the sky. And for anyone curious what matte medium looks like, oops, there we go. It pours kind of like a white, but I trust it is transparent. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna build this one up first. So I'm just grabbing my white, and now I am adding that matte medium to it. Mixing very well. Okay. So yeah, I can see the transparency already. I might even make it more transparent, believe it or not. Because I really just want to add touches of white. I don't really want to, make it too opaque because I want to build the shape of these fluffy clouds little by little. And it's nice to be able to do this, you know, slowly, because that way, you know, you can see what's peeking through, right? Oh, I think one of my cats just joined me. They always want to be here when I'm painting. It's their nap time though. They need to go to sleepy. Hmm? Come here, Archie. Stop yelling at the closet. This is the first time I've painted standing in a while. It's kind of nice. And there is like a little area around here of white clouds. And then this whole area is just like Clouds, clouds, clouds. Every so often I grab my paintbrush and I just kind of roll it around. Whoops. I just roll it around on the palette to get the point that I need. That way I don't have to be switching between too many different paintbrushes. For anyone in the audience, if you are liking what you are seeing, I would appreciate a little bit of tapping on the screen. Help push us out to the algorithm. Occasionally I go and I dab pure white on areas that I want to bring like highlight to. It's probably one of the few things that I feel you could get away with, you know, a bright sunny day, you know, the highlights, yeah, you can use pure white. But otherwise I would suggest mixing, you know, your white with something else. But it's such a beautiful sunny day in this painting that you can kind of do it. And, you know, you just take your time and you get lost in the shapes and the colors, you know? And that's the beauty, right? That's the beauty of art. You just kind of, you lose yourself And then losing yourself, you find yourself. And at this point, I'm not even looking at my reference, to be honest. I'm just kind of freewheeling it. I'm going with what my hand tells me that the painting needs. What clouds would I like to see? And every so often you do have to take a step back, you know, so you can see what needs to be done, if there's anything missing. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little detail brush to get in all the little wisps. Mhm. And I do have a spare cup with just the teeniest bit of water. Not enough to go past the ferrule, which is the metal part of your paintbrush. I just kind of dip them in here so that while I'm switching, you know, paintbrushes to get something a little bigger, a little smaller, because I'm using acrylic, you know, even if you think you've cleaned it, you know, swished it around, etc., there's still paint usually stuck at the very bottom of your paintbrush tip. So to make sure that it doesn't dry out, I just kind of stick it in a little tiny inch of water, and then when I'm ready to clean it out at the sink, that's when I'll do it with soap and water, right? So I have two things. I have a cup that I clean my brushes in, and then another that I just kind of dip my my extra brushes while I'm switching between them. I think this one will be good enough size. Make sure you are regularly switching your rinse water out, because it can actually give some of the color that's in the water onto whatever it is that you are painting. So if you have like a brown muddy water, well, guess what? If you don't clean your water out, all your painting is gonna kind of get that flavor, that tint of whatever's in your rinse cup. So, yep. That's why I like using the rinse well. This thing over here. See? So basically, this is like a little gravity-fed rinse cup, and the well, right, which is a small portion of water, you just kind of press the button, gravity feeds new water in, the old water dumps out into a bottom reservoir. So it's been a game changer for me. And now I don't have to go to the sink, right, and get new water all the time. Because I am using acrylics, I dump my rinse water in a bucket, and then I kind of add a powder that solidifies any paint pigments. You can't really dump acrylic rinse water down the tubes because it will harden in your pipes, and that's gonna get very, very, very expensive to replace your home pipes. So, and it's also really bad for the environment because it's plastic. You're painting with plastic. So all of those little tiny pigment particles, right, they end up in our water treatment system. And it's not easy to clean it. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna go in with baby blue. So right now I'm just getting ready to add dollops of that light blue from Liquitex. So I'm using this light blue to kind of create shadows inside the clouds. It's a very watered down effect. Let me grab my drink. Okay, see, now I can see what I'm doing. That glare was furious. This cyan is very, very intense. I gotta dilute it. So now I am going in with my cyan and just kind of pushing in some shadows with this beautiful cyan color. Clouds are, you know, so wispy and transparent. Oh, hey, what's up? Thank you. You got any tips for clouds? Just kind of adding like shadows.
What's up?
I'm kind of struggling with the clouds, man. It's like they're so transparent. I'm like trying to make these little shadows inside to give them that fluffy appearance, but yeah. I gotta take a step back and see where I'm going.
Looking good.
Thank you. I think I might need to get like a nice soft brush and maybe pass it over to give it a little bit more softness. Maybe a blender brush. Yeah, I think just a little bit to soften it up. Okay, let me grab my other brush then. Ah, artists, we're so harsh on our own work. But that's kind of the fun. Alright, let me grab fluffy, 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 fluffy brush. Where are you? I can maybe do it with this one. Let's see. Should I get a tiny fluffy? Yes, this one. This one's good. I wonder what's gonna happen. Interesting. I kind of like that. So I'm doing a transparent, what is this thing called? Matte medium. And I'm hoping it's just gonna help blend some of the wet paint that I already have on here. It's transparent, so it's not really gonna be super obvious, but I'm using a little fluffy, fluffy brush. Ah, okay, I'm seeing it. It's very subtle, which is what I'm going for. And whatever paints I just laid on here are gonna be able to blend. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of my favorite things about art is the creative problem solving. You know, you hit a wall, but then you kind of have to figure out, okay, how am I gonna approach this? And I just found cat hair. Bruh. Oh my god, how do I get it out? There we go. Mwahaha. Yes, yes. Maybe I can add a teeny tiny bit of cyan. And then the rest matte medium. And then water. So this is like the tiniest bit of color. It's like a transparent light blue that I'm adding. And all I'm trying to do is create like a haziness in the clouds. I like that. It's like a nice soft transition.
it's working.
It's so subtle, but you know, I'm kinda... I guess the equivalent of this digitally would be the blender brush set to like a super low opacity. That's the first time I ever do this. I've never even used, I think this is called a fan brush. I've never even used it before. I know people use it for foliage, but I guess if you kind of want to brush something very, very lightly and have it, you know, thinly, I call it kissing the canvas. It's going to be interesting to see that on the replay. When I look at my live streams, I kind of like to skip ahead to see how everything progresses. And I actually learn about my own process that way. It's really, really fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave the clouds for now. And I'm gonna start filling in a little bit more of the horse. So while this is drying, I can now move down. So let me clean my fan brush.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the beauty of acrylics. If I were doing this with oil, it would be an alla prima style, which is like, you know, everything on one layer, work as fast as you can. But you can't touch it too much because with oil, it takes forever to dry. And so once you start like, you know, touching the canvas on that first layer of oil, it starts to become like mud. So your strokes with oil have to be very like, you know, sculptural. Like if I were doing this area here of the horse, I would do one color, another color, and you know, I would basically build with the paint on one layer with oil. But with acrylic, I just kind of, I do like a bajillion layers. But they dry really fast, especially if they're thin, which is what I just did. That's gonna be dry maybe in 10 minutes, max 15, because it was super, super light. Well, I guess I found a new a new technique for that fan brush. All right, let me grab, let's see. I can probably do some of the highlights. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some burnt sienna. And now I'm going to get probably buff white.
GTG, keep up the good work.
Alrighty. Thank you. Peace. Okay, so burnt sienna, buff white, burnt umber, maybe a teeny tiny bit of orange, or copper, red oxide. Let's see. Look at my reference. It's more like a chocolate brown. Let's see, what colors do I have? I feel like orange. Orange. It's more like a red, but I think I might need it if I mix it in with my burnt sienna. And then tiny bit of yellow.
Hi.
Hello there. I'm just grabbing paints and putting them on my palette, as I'm gonna be working right now on highlights for the horse. That's gonna be real fun. I just finished working on the sky. I'm waiting for this part to dry. Alrighty, so I got my new colors over here.
Can I suggest a song?
Unfortunately, since I am streaming to the Red app, I have to use copyright-free music. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming. So here on TikTok, it's not that big of a deal, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. But you can tell me what you wanted to hear. I love seeing what other people like to listen to. Oh, let me get the dark brown. Hold up. Dark umber. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And some black. Okay. I think I got all the colors I need for this area.
You by Viedra 3.
What genre is that? So let's see. I'm gonna try to
IDK
get.
lol.
Not sure. I listen to everything, honestly.
It sounds like some music box though.
A music box. I like music boxes. Like the ones with the little ballerinas and stuff.
Very enchanting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe let's see. More brown.
The ballerina.
Yes, there's some amazing stuff like that these people were creating. Like the mechanism on making those music boxes is so complex. Okay. So right now I'm just trying to get a nice medium color. I'm working my way little by little until I get the color that I'm looking for. Let me add a teeny bit of red.
You are a very good artist.
Oh, thank you. Believe it or not, it's only been, let's see. It's been about 13 years since I last painted. I recently picked it up again May of this year. But before that, the last time I ever painted was back in high school, which was
Wow.
15 years ago. And I technically only have like 4 years painting, but the rest of it is mostly drawing skills.
I like to draw.
Yeah, if you like drawing, that is the foundation for all the 2D art. So if you know how to draw, you know, picking up paint is not that difficult. Yeah, I am about right now 9 hours into this painting. So, well, I take my time. This is a commission for a friend. whose horse.
What's her art style?
My art style? I would say my art style is probably, you know, realism, but colorful, you know. I like to use a lot of bright colors. And for topic, like what I like to paint, right now I'm kind of figuring that out. I think I'm gonna be painting a lot of like philosophical stuff. Right now I have mostly like fan art that I've made for my husband because he's a gamer and whatnot. But I would love to paint things that are like very philosophical. Kind of like deep art. Just mixing colors on my palette. Okay, I think I'm almost there. Maybe just a teeny bit of black at the end. And some brown.
You should draw a bee on a flower. Just a suggestion, Lolo.
A bee on a flower. Somewhere in here I could probably do it. Because this whole area is like kind of like a side of a mountain. And it's gonna be a memorial piece. So like I'm technically painting the kitty and the horse in their version of heaven. Because they passed away earlier this year. And yeah, I'm gonna do it like really paradise-like.
Oh no.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's a memorial piece for a friend. Yeah, I can't wait to show it to them. I probably am gonna take maybe another 20 hours to finish
Rip
it.
sad face.
I know, it's very unfortunate when pets pass. Alrighty, I think I'm ready to start. Horsey time.
I love it.
Okay. Let me clean my brush first so that I can pick up new paint.
I don't have any pets, sad face.
Oh, what pet would you want to have if you could? Okay, here we go. Ah, the puzzle of TikTok.
Exotic.
Exotic. Tell me about that, because I have quite a few exotic animals that I'd love to have. I'd love to have a fennec fox.
I like raccoon dogs.
Aww, those are cute. Red pandas are another one. Ugh, adorable.
Yes.
They're the cutest woodies. Chinchillas too. Those are beautiful.
Do you like Sanrio?
Yeah. Like Hello Kitty and Cinnamon Roll. Or what is the bunny one?
Yes.
Yeah, they're super cute. What about them?
Red pandas like Agressioka.
Oh, Agretsuko. The heavy metal character, yeah. I think they have a show now.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it came out a while ago. I haven't caught up with it, but I saw a few episodes.
It has bad words though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a raging, red panda who's doing metal. Getting rid of the rage.
He. I have to tell you something.
So right now I'm just painting in the highlights little by little, working my way towards different areas. Oh, I should probably add a tiny bit of water. I like to have a little bottle of water. Oops, I just got paint on there. To just keep my paints from drying out. Hold up. Let me clean this. I'm actually holding the paintbrush in my mouth. Alright, here we go. Just a tiny bit more. Let's keep it nice and transparent. Okay, here. I feel like it's too light. I don't want this much.
It's not saying my words.
Ah, naughty naughty.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Alrighty, let's see. There's a tiny area right here too. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Just focusing on bringing in some of this lightness. Okay, very good. And now over here, this is like a, oops, wrong color, hold up. This is gonna be a darker area, so let me switch this out. And tiny bit of black to make this area. Okay, here we go. Just focusing on the shading. Okay, hold up. It was this area and now here. There's like some gray to this area as well. That kind of worked out. Okay. I can see how that's gonna go. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what I'm gonna play. I like this album. Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Let me clean the water. I'm gonna get a smaller brush. I'm gonna water this down. I'm enjoying the horse way more than the clouds. Them clouds.
OMG, you are so good at painting.
Oh, thank you. But anyone can do this. It just takes 10,000 hours of practice.
I love horses and cats.
Yeah, I have 2 cats myself. I've never had a horse, but they're kind of scary when they're like, you know, all the way up there. This is a memorial piece for a friend whose beloved pets passed earlier this year. So, you know, people love their pets like it was, you know, their family. So I understand.
I have 3 cats and I did have a horse, but I stopped doing horseback riding.
Oh, really? What kind of cats? What were their names? Or breeds, if you had breeds. I have a black and a white cat. If you go to my page, you can see my black cat is usually hanging around, trolling me. He's always asking me to pick him up. They can sense when they're not the center of attention.
Stormy is a little gray kitten and my other is named Whiskers and my other cat's name is River.
Oh, Stormy, Whiskers, and River. Those are such cute names for cats. My cat's names are Archimedes and Galileo. And white and black. Let me get a slightly bigger paintbrush. Thank you. Let me see, a slightly bigger paintbrush. Where are you? Where? Let's see, this one? Okay, I like this one.
Whiskers, my cat, is a white cat with brown eyes.
A white cat with brown eyes. Oh. How long have you had the kitties for?
Months.
Oh, that's not that long. I had mine since they were kittens. And I've had them now for almost 6 years. The white one, and then 5 years, the black one.
My horse is named Twix.
Oh, that's such a cute name. Twix. I love the chocolate.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Thank you for the follow. But yeah, Twix is such a appropriate name for a brown horse. I think this horse's name was Lady Godiva. Oh, I think I lost connection.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
It's
painting
lagging.
the horse. Lagging, eh? It could be my phone overheating. Let me just double check. No, it's not hot. It doesn't feel hot. I don't know what it might be. Are you gonna watch Zootopia? I really, really want to watch the movie. Such a wholesome, like, family, you know.
Yeah.
I think it came out like 2-3 days ago. No, I need a bigger brush. Oops. I was supposed to clean this one first. Oops. Wah! I have 2 water cups. One for my...
I'm watching it next week in theaters.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna try to get tickets maybe for Sunday. Alright, let me get a slightly bigger one. Okay, this one's a good size. It was Zootopia. What else did I want to watch? I want to watch that movie where the lady, she goes to the afterlife, but she remarried, so she has to pick between 2 of her dead husbands to spend all of eternity with. That's an interesting concept. Like, I don't remember the name of the movie, but I know I think it's either already in theaters. I also want to watch the one with Brendan Fraser, where he...
I do not know that movie.
Yeah, if you look it up, lady with two dead husbands, you know, having to pick for all eternity. The other one is the Brendan Fraser movie, where he pretends to be like a family member in Japan. Because it's like a rental family member service. So like if anyone needs a stand-in, let's say like at a wedding, you know, like rental bridesmaids, but he plays different roles. So I think in the movie he pretends to be a little girl's father, so like a pretend family member. I don't know, it's such an interesting concept, but they actually do use those services in Japan. So it's an interesting cultural movie. You know, different stuff. I'm kind of tired of the whole like superhero.
I do not know that one too.
Yeah, let me see if I can look it up. Where's she? Give me 1 second. Let's see. Brendan Fraser movie. Okay, so the one with the rental family is called Rental Family. So that one's where he pretends to be people's family members. And then the other one, Lady with 2 Dead Husbands Heaven movie. And then the other one that I was telling you is called Eternity. And has it come out? I think it's come out. I've seen trailers on TikTok for them. But Zootopia is top of my list. But yeah.
I do not know those 2 movies.
I'm gonna give them a try. I'm just tired of all the superhero movies. Like, it's been a decade of non-stop Marvel, and I just kind of want to see something different. Something unique.
Do you like Stitch?
I do, but I have not seen the new live action because someone told me, spoiler alert, that in the live action movie they changed the meaning of ohana, and I was like, no. But I do love the original, like animated movie and the series. The cartoon series is great. Have you seen the live action?
No, they did not.
That they didn't change the meaning of ohana, or maybe I got the rumors wrong. But I was 8 years old when it first came out, the movie. It was great. They had all these toys in Burger King.
They did not change the meaning of Hana.
Oh, okay. I don't know why people were complaining about it then. They said it was like, oh, they ruined it, blah blah. Well, if they didn't change it, maybe I'll watch it.
Hana still means family.
Alrighty. Yeah, I wonder what people didn't like about the movie then.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Thank you for the follow. I'm also on all the platforms down below. Same handle as the Mixer. Feel free to follow me on the red app, the purple app. What else? Insta. I'm everywhere. I'm on Blue Sky. Yeah, same handle. Alrighty. Da, 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 da.
That Stitch died maybe because I heard some people talk about how they did not like it.
No, I don't believe you. He died? What? Why would they do that? Don't tell me it was one of those like, I'm going to save her situation. I could see why people would be upset with that. It's like rule number 1, do not kill the main character. Okay, so just a tiny bit of lightness in this area. Gotta water it down. Hey, my darling. Wanna check it out how it's coming?
Mm-hmm.
How was your nap?
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Which will let me sleep more than an hour.
Well, I got into the flow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm starting to put details on the horse. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. But I'm pretty happy with the sky for now.
I like the background mountains.
I
Did you
do
see
like.
the background that's done, or you need more?
No, babe, this is like.
Yes.
I am maybe 1/3 of the way in. Yeah, I'm still putting in details on, you know. Yeah, for the background, I gotta put in like the texture on the mountains. There's like a bunch of pines over here. But you know, like, well, because I was working on the sky and then I was waiting for that to dry, so I started on the horse. And, you know, I just go back and forth. Okay, I need to do like a dark area here.
Do you think I'm a girl or boy?
I don't know, and it doesn't really matter to me. You are you. And that's kind of how I see people.
Well, I am a girl.
Cool. All I really ever care about as long as our people are nice, you know? I couldn't care less,
Can
right?
you do a face reveal?
Oh, I cannot, unfortunately. That's part of the mystery. Maybe one day. One day. You'll have to stick around until then. Okay, let me get this little dark area to separate. So right here. Okay, let's see. Right here. Oh, darling, do you think I should do a face reveal if I ever get like 1 million subscribers? Oh, that would be cool. Maybe I'll do that.
When I get to retire.
Sure.
I have to go eat dinner sadly, then I will come back like at 7:40 something BRB.
Alrighty, enjoy your dinner. It is 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. But thank you for hanging out. I love chatting with people. Ouch. Bumped my hand.
Music's cool.
You like this one? Yeah, it's like, let me see what album this is. This one is Breaker. It's like very synth pop, I guess. Were the Michi sleeping with you? No. I think Archie was like meowing at the closet. Hmm? Really? Uh-huh. You think she's gonna love this?
Yeah.
I'm really trying to do like my absolute best. In memory of Lady Godiva. Hey, darling, do you have anything planned for Sunday?
For Sunday? I mean, chores and I go back to work on Monday.
I wanted to see Zootopia.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I wanted to take a watch it up here.
Today, or?
No, Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll get tickets. Yeah, we were just chatting about, like, movies. Have you seen the... You've seen the Brendan Fraser Rental Family. Well, I'm also between Eternity, which is the lady who has 2 dead husbands and she has to pick which husband she's gonna be with for all of eternity in heaven.
Okay.
That one sounds like interesting. You gotta admit. There's a part in the trailer where the guy who died early, right? The husband who died early is like, I'm so happy that you got to live a happy life with the other dude, but it's like, I hate that I didn't have that with you. And I was like, ooh. I know. It was like, oof, the feels. You know? And yeah, she had to essentially choose. People in the comments were like, well, why can't she just be with both? And they're like, well, do you think it would really be heaven for the other people to see your one true love kind of like with someone else? Like, that would kill you, you know? And I was like, oof, the premise.
Now, by the way, that movie theater that we went to watch Jurassic Park,
Mm.
the balcony seats
Yeah.
are 21 plus, so there will be no kids in that.
Yes! Let's do it!
You're like, I'm done.
I know. Anytime you go to see a Disney movie, it's like all the little kids go out. And I get it, you know. It's family time. But I want to enjoy the movie without the kids crying.
$6 p.m., okay?
Okay. For this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Tomorrow at 2 we meet our friend, okay? I'm almost done, okay? I just want to find the... I do. Do you not? I think it would be nice to walk around, just get out of the house.
Yeah, it's still open. Still open at night,
They better be on Black Friday. Oh man, I'm really liking how this is coming out.
Are you okay with those seats?
They're slightly off center?
Yep.
That's fine. Yep.
They don't let you get they don't let you let like center tickets off by leaving one person in between. They're like, we're not gonna sell to you.
I mean, that's partially true. Like, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Actually, I found those 4 p.m. Okay.
Okay. So that means they'll probably end by 6.
So Sunday at 4 p.m.
Thank you. Okay. What do you mean? Ooh, I wonder if it's a bigger tapestry. Who knows? I mean, they didn't really give a time frame for when it was gonna arrive. I'm checking right now. Unless it is the camera mount.
No, it's
Flat. Oh, okay. Then it would have been here early. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna call this a stop for today. I've been painting now for 2 hours. Alrighty, thank you everyone for tuning in and keeping me company while I paint. You know, this is your time to subscribe to Asta Makes Art. I'm on pretty much all the platforms. And thank you for everything. Bye!